What the heck is a market shift in real estate? And what do we do about it? Hi, my name is Kevin Yoder with Yoder Real Estate. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that is front and center. It's in the news, it's local, it's national, it's even potentially global. This shifting that's happening in real estate. What is a market shift and what do we do about it? Well, first, let's go back in time just a minute. And now many people don't have hindsight. They have what I like to say is the windshield, but the rearview mirror is helpful because when you look in the rearview mirror, going back to say, 15 years ago or so, right around 2006, in some markets it was a little bit different, but 2006, the market came to a peak in values. And then until 2012, they plummeted down the other side. Hindsight, it should indeed be 2020, but we've been in a seller's market now since about 2012 when it hit the bottom and going back up. So that means 10 years of a market improving condition, which means values have gone up for the last 10 years. And in the last 2 years or so, we've seen what we call an extreme seller's market. So let's just look at it this way. I'm going to give you some definitions today that you can take and understand where we are and where we've been, but where we're going to go. It's all defined by inventory levels. So let's talk about how to talk about the market. If we talk about the market being good or bad, we're not actually being accurate because it's not that way. Is it a good market? Someone says, "Oh, Kevin, I hear the market's doing great." Well, is it? I respond with, it just is. What I can share is that if people say, in terms of like how many agents are selling homes and all that stuff, some agents are simply outperforming others in the category of home sales, despite market conditions. And so while one agent might be doing extremely well in a seller's market, many more might be challenged because it's harder to get listings. So the market's defined by inventory levels. One side of the party, either the buyer or the seller, is going to feel like it's a bad market. So we've been in this place now for the last, 2 years, even 3, but really the last, I would say 18 months has been an extreme seller's market, which means there have been, clearly less than 6 months of inventory, but we're talking about, less than 30 days of inventory. That makes it an extreme seller's market. Now for buyers, that's where a buyer might say this market is terrible, is because it's hard to find a home. There's a lack of inventory and there's bidding wars galore. You guys have heard all the stories on that. So now what's happened? We've been in a seller's market for 10 years and the pendulum swung way over here and then it hung there and now it's starting to come back the other way. So believe it or not, talking to thousands of people a year that are looking to make a move, maybe now or later, maybe some that have been on the sidelines, this is the exact type of market that many people have been waiting for. They just don't realize it. I often share that most of the mistakes that are made is based on a misunderstanding. And I uncover hundreds of misunderstandings every month, but in this case, there's a lot of misunderstanding. Think about it this way. Go back to last summer. How many buyers were crying about not getting into their dream home? How many buyers had to sit on the sidelines because they would go out, put an offer in, 30, 40, 50 offers, and couldn't get the house, right? And so now it's a little more freedom and flexibility to move around because, yes, there's longer days on the market and sellers are starting to worry about that. But remember, you might be the same seller that last year was hesitant to list your home because there weren't as many homes on the market to buy, so you stayed put. You wanted to move, but you just felt like there weren't any options. Pretty true, there weren't that many options. But now, given there's going to be longer days on the market, there's less demand, there's going to be more homes to choose from. Now let me just insert something here seasonally. If you're a seller that's been looking at all the listings available for the last 4 months, November, December, January, February, let's actually move this thing up to about maybe December through May. That snapshot, think about the lowest inventory levels that are going to be available for you to buy. They're pretty non-existent. Now, most people will list a home in summertime when kids are out of school. So if you're a seller that's been on the sidelines waiting or afraid rather to list because there's not a lot of homes available, that's because seasonally it's the lowest time of year for inventory. So now as we're gliding into summertime, there's going to be more homes available, and because the market has shifted, everybody can move around slightly easier. The other piece of this equation is interest rates. But remember, because interest rates have gone up, this is a payment conversation. So just be aware of what that looks like. Last year, if you had to overbid on a property by $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, and most buyers were, that impacted the payment far more than a 2% increase in rate. So that's something that's often missed when we're talking about, I'm never going to pay, I can't afford a home because the interest rates are higher. Yeah, but last year, in order to get a home, which by the way is the goal, right? is to live in a home. You had to overbid on that, and sometimes paying over what the market value was, and using appraisal guarantees and all those crazy tactics to get a house. So now let me just bring this thing in for a landing. The market is simply shifting, or it's correcting in a very natural way. What we were experiencing was unnatural, it was non-sustainable, and every market shifts. We've seen these, and I've been in real estate for 20 years. As of last Friday was my 20th year in the business. So now I've seen three distinct and little many types of markets, but real three distinct types of markets. Seller's market moved into a buyer's market, and then moving through. And right now what we're actually experiencing is more of working towards a balanced market, which is a place where both buyers and sellers can navigate more freely, and sellers can know that they could sell and get into that next place because there'll be more homes available. And buyers, of course, they're going to have more options, right? And they're not going to be caught in bidding wars. So a good place to be. It's actually a really sweet spot in the market. If you have any questions about how to navigate through this new market, it's neither good nor bad. It's only our thinking that makes it so, folks. Reach out to us here at Yoder Real Estate. We are here to help, and we're helping sellers just like yourself and buyers get into their dream homes and sell a home and buy another one. Reach out to us online, yoderrealestate.com, or you can give us a call at 942-2449, area code 616. Coming to you live from my backyard office, soaking up the Michigan weather. Don't get to do that very much, folks. Have an awesome day. Enjoy your summer, and I'll come back to you soon with another video that is appropriate for what's happening in real estate. Talk to you soon. Bye.